Okay, that's the SIFRA that's the YOCHAI here. There we go. And we're going to learn over here. It's a short shear. We're on page Tafrei, Pei Zion. So he writes like this on number Hey. So we have someone else come, another Pirush. Rabbi Bira Meshula the Fiaguan. And remember that what we're talking about here is a phrase from Rashbi, from Shimon Bar Yochai. He said, Mispashten Asvan Labasar Vizkala Bezer Anpin, and then they become incorporated in Zer Anpin. So here we're coming over to the Rabbi Bira Meshula the Fiaguan. So now we're going to talk about the Gaon of Vilna, what he had to say. So he said, Lefi Agroshin is boyer inin mispashtos mispashton aspen lebasar. So he's looking at this question. What does it mean that the letters spread backwards, down the back? The Heindel, his pashtos osius yud k and vav, which we're going to pronounce yako. Roshe Eric Anpin, coming off of the head of Eric Anpin, Derek Hut Hashidra, in the path of this thread of the spinal cord, called goof Eric Anpin, and it spreads into the whole goof of Eric Anpin. Now this is what it means by mishpatim ba'achar la'achar, or la'alabasar. Ba'achar kach amra v'yiskal b'zera Anpin. Then after that it says that they all become incorporated inside of Zera Anpin, da'haydacham shachas osius yako acheres, that is to stream down other letters of Yaakov. Ma'osius Yaakov, the Eric Anpin, for the letters of Yaakov in Eric Anpin, Amispashtim nechlala b'zer Anpin, which spread and incorporate themselves into Zer Anpin. So there's a little blurb down at the bottom here, and it says, let me see if I can get it up on the screen. There it is. He says, number Yud. He says, Ratzon Loma Konoda, the Iker Bechinis Osius. That's where you actually see letters in Zer Anpin. He had said previously that there were hints to the letters Yud, K, and Vav that you could find deep within the reality of Zer Anpin, of Eric Anpin, rather, in his head, and how it spreads. But when you actually see letters, or they form letters, as in Zer Anpin, he's going to talk about the B'Shem, the Kuyakuti Torah, etc. Let's go on to the next one, and this is about as far as we got, so we're going to read this number Vav. Rabbi ZOHAR Kan. What does the ZOHAR say? Shabir Lefi Darko Le'el. The Zer Anpin Yonek Misaras de Gugolto. Zer Anpin nurses and feeds off the hairs of the Gugolto. Now this is a different location. In the Groa, it went down through the body of the Eric Anpin and doesn't really describe exactly how it gets into Zer Anpin, but we do know that Zer Anpin surrounds Eric Anpin from his Tibur Lamata. So let's say Shehem Bechinas Vavim Ein Sham. V'hinecha ve'elis aras de Golgotha. Hem Bechinas Osios al Gabi Lovan de Chibarta. So they're the same concept of letters which are standing on top of and attached to the top of the white part of the whiteness of the head of Eric Anpin. Whiteness standing for no blemish. So this is what it says here. That these letters spread after this into Zer Anpin, and they become incorporated within inside of him. And it concludes it there, and that's what he has to say. And then after that the letters go backwards. Shehem Kaf Beis Osios HaTorah, which are the 22 letters of the Torah. So he says, so those are the letters going around the back. And let me get this back here, we can see it. And they become a part of Zer Anpin, as is explained in this pasuk. Ki Bei Hashem, that Sur Olamim, the rock of the universe, Bilukuti Torah over there. There is something to be said about this, and then tomorrow and the next year we're going to be getting to it. This is Baruch Fleischman. This has been the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. I am your lift manager.